Welcome to Face Forward, the podcast, the series that takes you behind the scenes of the riveting world of clinical trial management. I am your host, Valerie Coveney, and I am thrilled to be your guide on this journey through the nuances of planning, executing, and navigating the clinical research landscape. Today's special guest is a PMP certified leader known for her ability to enhance productivity in clinical research. She has a strong track record in project management and has extensive experience in effectively planning, executing, and controlling projects in both the public and private sectors of clinical research. In our discussion today, she will be exploring the importance of rater training, focusing on the following points: the influence of rater training in dermatology, preserving COA data quality, and finally, optimizing COA data capture. Let's extend our warmest welcome to Innovaderm's Senior Director in Project Management, Janet Overvelde.
Thank you, Valerie. Really appreciate the opportunity to come and have a chat with you today.
Excellent. So let's dive right in. Janet, in your opinion, why would you say that rater training is crucial in dermatology clinical trials?
So it's really crucial in that it influences study design, endpoints measured, data interpretation, and ultimately the regulatory approval which our sponsors are seeking. They can be associated with the primary, the secondary, or the exploratory endpoints of the trial. And which ones they're associated with really guides how we approach the setup and implementation of these instruments.
And what would be the impact of COAs in the clinical trial process here?
COA's example, ClinRose or PROS, really influence study design, the endpoints measured and data interpretation, and ultimately what takes us to regulatory approval. And, these instruments, are associated with either primary, secondary, and or exploratory endpoints. And which ones they're associated with really guides how we set up and implement these instruments in the trial.
I see. Let's explore the COAs a little further. So, Janet, what steps could be taken to safeguard COA data quality?
Yeah, this is a really important piece to this. And I think the biggest thing is to avoid a plug-and-play attitude. And, really working closely with your sponsor partner and evaluate the needs related to the COA. And this can include things such as cultural appropriateness, geography where it's being implemented, the demographic of the patient, caregiver, and clinicians, translation methodology used, and format and delivery of training. And, ultimately we need to really safeguard and mitigate risks, again, to ensure the adequacy and appropriateness of these really precious data in trials. Providing robust rater training presented by a key opinion leader in the area, or the scientist clinician who developed the tool itself, is obviously optimal. And also really looking at rater training certification, recertification frequency across the life cycle of the trial, and really adapting to what makes the most sense to ensure the standardization of how these tools are implemented and assessed. Also, something we do on our team is really ensure not only the raters are certified, but the core project team members as well have that level of knowledge, comfort, and expertise in these tools. So this includes the PIs, medical monitors, clinical trial managers, all equally being certified in these tools to help support the sites, the PIs, and the overall trial conduct.
That's a great point. On to our last segment of the interview today. Janet, how could we optimize COA data capture?
Yeah, ultimately, we all do this for our patients and to get the best treatment options out there in the world for them. And, our sites are at the front line making this happen, together with these patients. And we're in a world with a multitude of technologies and vendors out there to support the collection of these data. And I think careful consideration should be made to determine the least burdensome approach to these end users, with a real frontline focus in mind to support them in the delivery of these really important aspects of clinical research. And I think things that really can be considered are end user interface on a tablet, on a phone, on a web-based tool, how to navigate the platform. Is it clear? Is it simple? There's a really big variability in technology literacy across different ages, demographics, and geographies in research. And I think this really needs to be thoughtfully considered when we're implementing a trial. And ultimately, we want to leverage the feedback of our valuable collaborators and partners, such as our PIs and our sites, to really improve this experience for all involved.
Excellent. So this brings an end to our episode for today. Thank you so much, Janet, for being here.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's been a real delight today.
As we conclude another illuminating episode of Face Forward, we find ourselves at the crossroads of science and progress. Remember that behind the jargon and statistics lie stories of unwavering commitment, meticulous observation, and the pursuit of evidence that shapes our understanding of health and disease. Stay at the forefront of knowledge and innovation and follow Face Forward on your preferred platform. My name is Valerie Kovney. Thank you for joining us. Until next time.